Good morning, children. See, so now we are in which chapter? In science, the fifth chapter, biology, the first chapter. In biology, the first chapter. And what we are discussing about what? About the fundamental units of life. What are the fundamental units of life, or the small blocks of life are called the cells. So now we are discussing in detail about the different contents of a cell. Last time I have given one question. The contents of a cell called a dash. What is that? Organelles. What is that? Organelles. So we are discussing about different organelles in the cell. So last class we discussed about plastids, different types of plastids, mitochondria, and before that what is that? So lysosomes and endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus. So like that, different types of cell organelles are there in the cell. But these organelles, some cells will be in some type of cell, and some organelles won't be there in cells like that. There is some variations in the presence of organelles in different types of cells. So today we are going to discuss about the next organelle, cell organelle. Its name is what? Vacuole. What is it? Vacuole. Vacuole is nothing like vacuum, or something we can say some sac-like or some pouch-like structures is called what? Vacuoles. Okay. So as it is like a bag or like a pouch, in a pouch we can keep anything, is it? The same way the vacuoles also used to store anything or to keep anything. Such structures are called vacuoles. So it may be in round shape or oval shape. According to what is the content, it depends on its shape. So here, mainly, see I told now, and vacuoles, while you are studying in that plant cell and animal cell last year you discussed about the plant cell and animal cell, and the one of the organ which is very much more present in which plant cell, what is that? Vacuole. Vacuoles are seen very much in which cell? Plant cell. Can you say why vacuoles are more in plant cell than the animal cell? Can you guess it? I told first of all is that it is like a pouch and you can keep anything. So what the plants want to keep inside? What is the function of the plants? Green plants, what they do? They prepare food. So they are making a lot of food. So they want to keep this food somewhere. They are not using all the food. They want to give the food to some other animals. So before giving them, they want to store, is it? So they want to store this food and everything. So that's why plants are having what? Vacuoles. So the first function of vacuole is what? Storage. So it is act as storage of what is that? Protein, amino acids, starch, everything gets stored in the vacuoles. So that is the one function of the vacuoles. Another one, see, in the case of amoeba, what is that? Unicellular organisms. This amoeba already it is in water. So there will be always what? Through that plasma membrane water get inside, and like that there will be a lot of water inside the body. So the excess water they want to just remove, or just want to expel that excess water inside the body. For that, who is helping? Vacuole. See, the extra water whatever is present in the body, it just enter inside the vacuole and it will get collected inside the vacuole, and that vacuole just go near the plasma membrane and just throw the water outside. So that is the next function of vacuole. That just what is that? Osmoregulation, or removal or the expel of extra water from the cell, and that another term is what? Osmoregulation, regulation of the water. That is the meaning of osmoregulation. And such vacuoles you can give one name for them. You can call them as contractile vacuoles. What is that? Contractile vacuoles. So contractile vacuoles help in what? Osmoregulation, or regulation of water inside the cells. It is controlled by who? Contractile vacuole. And another type is food vacuole. Food vacuole is nothing but, in the case of amoeba, it just catch the food. That is called what? Engulf of food is called what? Phagocytosis. We had amoeba. In the case of amoeba, if there is food, it just engulfs it. Is it? It just surround the food, and then here one vacuole is Okay, so this vacuole is called what? Food vacuole, and there only the food get digested and it is used by the cell. So this is also a type of vacuole, and that vacuole we can call what? Food vacuole. So these are the functions of the vacuole. And see, is there any other use of vacuoles? Why the plants need vacuoles? First this function, and another one is as it contains so much what? So much contents like protein and everything, it is very what? Bulge, and so it is giving what? Some shape or rigidity to the cell. So it will give rigidity and turgidity. Turgidity is nothing but like this. It is called what? Turgidity. So turgidity and rigidity means strength. So these both are given to a cell by the vacuole. So vacuoles give turgidity and rigidity to the cell, and it helps in what? Storage of protein, amino acids, starch and other waste, metabolic waste. Everything is stored in the vacuoles, and it acts as a food vacuole in the case of amoeba, and they help in osmoregulation, regulation of water inside the cell. It is controlled by the vacuoles. So these are the functions of vacuole. That is why the vacuoles are present more in what? Plant cell and in animal cell. What is the main part of the cell? The main part of the cell is what? Nucleus. See, it is an animal cell. In the case of animal cell, the middle what will be there? Nucleus will be there, because nucleus is the brain and he is the important person. So he will be always in the center, is it? But in the case of plant cell, who is in the center? Vacuole, not nucleus. The vacuole is so big in plant cell, it just pushes the what is the nucleus one side. Hey, you go and sit one side. I am the bigger one, and it will stand in the middle. Who will stand in the middle? Vacuole. In which cell? Plant cells. But in the case of animal cell, there is no vacuoles, because we are not storing. We are just eating and utilizing it. So we don't need to store so much things. So we no need of that much vacuoles. So that's why the brain will be in the center in the case of animals, and vacuoles small will be here and there. That's all. No much importance of vacuoles in the animals. And let us see the structure of a vacuole. See, vacuole is having an outer covering. It is storing no. It should be protected one cover, and that outer membrane is called what? Tonoplast. There is one name is given, not like other cell organelles. It is given one name. What is that? Tonoplast. So tonoplast protect the vacuole. Tonoplast protect the vacuole. And inside that protein and starch, everything that together we can call one name, one cell sac. So what is cell sac? The content of a vacuole is called a cell sac. What is tonoplast? The outer membrane of the vacuole we can call as what? Tonoplast. So vacuole is protected by tonoplast, and inside the vacuole what you can see? Cell sac. Then what is cell sac? Cell sac is nothing but the contents like, yes, starch, protein, amino acids. Okay, so these all, and then metabolic waste, everything together we can call what? Cell sac. So that is the function and different types of vacuoles. And can I ask one question? What is the function of vacuole in amoeba? Two functions are there. What are they? First one is catch the food. In that vacuole is called a food vacuole, and another function is regulation of water, and they are called what? Contractile vacuole. So these both are mainly, you can see in unicellular organisms, single cell organisms. Those are living very freely. They want to They want to remove the waste from outside and want to catch the food. So these all are helped by you. These vacuoles are helping for this all cell. So this is our last cell organelle. So we discussed about all the cell organelles, and we are going to discuss something different, that is cell division. What is that? Cell division. What is a cell, you know? Cell is the basic unit of a living body. And division means what? Divide into two is called a division. So if anything, see, if I want to make this paper into two, what I will do? I will just open it and will tear into two. So I will get what? Two pieces of Why the cell want to be get multiplied? Why? See, when after just birth you will be very small baby, is it? And after 6 months you will be big, and you just start to smile and will say some words, and after some days you will become little more big, start to run and disturb your mother, is it? And then little more big, take one pencil or something and will draw everything and disturb and make all that place dirty, is it? So like that you are doing what? You are growing. So for that growth what is needed? The cell should be divided. When the cell is divided, then only the growth will occur. So the cell division is mainly important for the growth. And after you grown up, then also we need cell division. For what sake? Yes, while you are running, you may get a wound here. You may get a wound and bleeding is there, and then you can see one small scar there. But after so many days, when you look, there won't be any scar. It will be healed. It will be healed. If there is a scar like this, it will be get healed by cells. So this also what a type of growth of or multiplication of cells. The cells nearby, the damaged cells get removed with the help of lysosomes. Is it? With the help of lysosomes. So all the damaged cells will get removed and the new cells will be formed by the process of cell division. Then the healing of the wound occurs. Cell division is important. First one for the growth and second for the healing purpose. And one more important is that last year you have discussed about that one gametes. Is it male gamete and a female gamete? Why we need gametes? The fusion of gametes form what? Zygote, and zygote change into a new offspring or a new individual. Is it? So for the formation of new individual, two gametes must be fused, and these gametes are found where? In the male and the female. So the male gamete and the female gametes are formed where? Formed inside male and female. So for the formation of gamete also what is needed? Cell division is needed. But there are two types of cell division. One is, see here you can see the two types of cell division we are discussing. One is mitosis. Say after me. Mitosis. And this is meiosis. Mitosis and meiosis. Okay. Meiosis. Say so many times you say meow meow. Okay, not meow. What is that? Meiosis. Mitosis, meiosis. So mitosis is nothing but a cell is divided and becomes two same cells. So who is dividing? Mother cell. The cell which is going to divide we can call what? Mother cell, and the cell is formed after the division we call them what? Daughter cells. We are not calling as son cells, we call as what? Daughter cells. Okay. So the mother cell is divided into two equal cells we can call as what? Daughter cells in the case of what? Mitosis. But in the case of meiosis, one mother cell is changed into 4 daughter cells. How many? 4 daughter cells in the case of meiosis. So that is the difference between mitosis and meiosis. What are the two types of cell division? Mitosis, meiosis. So in the case of mitosis, how many daughter cells formed? 2. But in the case of meiosis, how many daughter cells formed? 4. Now you may be seeing here why you put 2n and here 2n and here 2n and here 2n, but here n. What is this 2n and n? Any idea? Do you know chromosomes? So how many chromosomes are in your body? Say how many chromosomes? 46. In each cell there is how many chromosomes? 46 in our case. Okay, in some flies and mosquitoes there will be chromosomes will be different. Okay, but in our cells how many chromosomes are there? 46. So this 2n means 46. That means 2 into 23. 2 into 23. 2 into 23. Do you know maths? 2 into 23 is 46. 23, 23, like that 46 chromosomes are in your body. So this chromosomes 12 means 46 chromosomes will be same in the daughter cells also. In this type of division, the same number of chromosomes you can see in the daughter cells. But in the case of meiosis, the mother cell will have 46, then the daughter cell have only 23. Will not have 46. How many will be? 23, 23, 23, 23, like that. So such a division is called what? Meiosis. Okay. So now everybody got which division will occur in the form of gamete formation? Mitosis or meiosis? Which is needed? Which division is needed in the case of gamete formation? You just think about gamete means one female gamete and one male gamete, and both will be joined, then only new individual is forming. If one gamete is 46, another one is 46, after joining how many it will be? 92. So, is it possible any other offspring is forming? No. So, a gamete should be half number of the mother cell, 23, and this male gamete also should be 23. Then only after joining how many will be there? 46 chromosomes. That's why for the formation of gametes, which division is needed? Meiosis. Which division is needed? Meiosis. So don't forget 2n means the number of chromosomes is called as 2n. N means half number of the chromosome. 2n means full. That means diploid. What is the term? Diploid. Diploid means full chromosomes. Haploid means half of the chromosomes. Okay. So shall I ask one question? The daughter cell of meiosis contain how many chromosomes or what type of cells? Haploid cells. So and after the mitosis, what will be the cell? Diploid cell. Diploid means the same number of chromosomes as in the parent cell. But here will be half the number of the mother cell. Okay, that is the meiosis. So these are the two types of division. I just tell you some terms how the cell division is occurs. You see. So inside the cell there will be chromosomes. First it will be like thread-like. I have shown last class. So many thread-like. It will be thread-like, and like this it will be thread-like. Okay, thread-like, and this thread-like condensed from chromosomes. So is 2 chromosomes. So next step what it will do? It will just double. It will become double. Then only equal amount will come here. If the same is going to divide, here will be half of number only. But in the case of mitosis, we want the same mother cells. That's why it first will doubling occurs, and then the chromosomes will move both the sides with the help of centriole. Something which help in cell division in animal cell is centriole. Centriole, from the centriole, some thread-like structures will come and catch these chromosomes and take back into 2 sides. And this cell contain half of the chromosomes, and this cell go half. And see, last it will just join and you will get 2 daughter cells. So that is in the case of mitosis. But in the case of meiosis, first happens the same like mitosis. 2 same cells will form, and again these 2 same cells divide into 2. This time no doubling occurs. It will just divide half, and 4 daughter cells are forming. Here it doubles, the chromosomes doubles, that's why getting 2n. But here no doubling, so it getting half. It become half and getting 4 daughter cells in the case of meiosis. See, in the case of male gametes, after a division will get 4 sperms. How many sperms formed? 4. But in the case of female, only 1 ovum is formed. From these 4, only 1 only change into ovum, and other 3 act as polar bodies. It is not mature. Only 1 only get mature. Okay. So like that only formation of gamete occurs in the case of females and males. So that's all. So what the importance of cell division? What is cell division? Why cell division is important, and what are the 2 types of cell division? The terms little difficult. you again and say mitosis, meiosis. Okay, and here about the vacuoles. So, and nowadays I am not getting any doubts from you. You have any doubt, you just message me, madam, what is this term? I read and then also I am not understanding. I just explain you again. So study well, do the worksheet, and our chapter is finished. So next 2 classes there will be only revision. Read the textbook nicely and try to answer the worksheet. Thank you.